Good morning all. So today we can discuss with the next topic, that is morphology of bacteria. So in this picture we are seeing different types of bacteria in different shapes. So we can go through each of them. The microorganisms, actually they are heterogeneous group of several distinct classes of living beings based on their difference in cellular organization and biochemistry. The kingdom Protista has been divided into two groups. It is mainly prokaryotes and eukaryotes. The bacteria and the blue-green algae both are prokaryotes, while fungi, other algae, slime molds, and protozoa, they are coming under eukaryotes. The bacteria are the prokaryotic microorganisms that do not contain chlorophyll, and they are unicellular, which means single cell organism, and do not show true branching. True branching can be exhibited by fungi, except in higher bacteria like actinomycetales. So this order actinomycetales consists of certain bacteria called actinomycetes. So they show the character of true branching. Only this actinomycetes are the bacteria which showing true branching. The prokaryotic cells have the following characteristics such as no organelles. The organelles are such as mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus. This type of organelles are absent in prokaryotes. All the action takes place in the cytosol or cytoplasmic membrane. Most bacteria possess peptidoglycan. What do you mean by peptidoglycan? It is a unique polymer that makes its synthesis a good target for antibiotics. So the main target for this antibiotics are peptidoglycan. It is present within the cell wall of the bacteria. Cell wall means outermost covering, which is protective. The protein synthesis takes place actually in the bacteria were in the cytosol with structurally different ribosomes. In the case of eukaryotes, the ribosomes are different, as well as in the prokaryotes also ribosomes are different. In bacteria, the ribosomes are 70S, whereas in the eukaryotes, the ribosomes are 80S. So there is slight difference in the ribosomes in eukaryotes as well as prokaryotes. Now, this is the structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. You see, this is the prokaryote outermost layer called cell wall, and the cell wall consists of peptidoglycan layer. And instead of nucleus, we can see a single supercoiled circular chromosomes. And here we can see a flagella. And this portion, whole portion is called what? Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, inside the cytoplasm, it may possess ribosomes. These are the ribosomes which are 70S. And this portion is called what? Cell membrane. And it is main site for cellular respiration. So that's all about prokaryotic cell. You see eukaryotic cell, there are nucleus, the nuclear pore, ribosomes, quite different from bacterial ribosomes, mitochondria, which is the what? Powerhouse of a cell. Then endoplasmic reticulum, which is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here Golgi apparatus. Then rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus, chloroplast, etc. These are the organelles which are found in eukaryotic cell. So when discussing about the prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic cell, so according to the difference, first of all we can discuss the nucleus. The nucleus is absent. That means no nuclear envelope present in prokaryotes. Whereas in eukaryotes, they are present with nucleolar envelope and nucleolus. Then membrane-bound organelles. The membrane-bound organelles are absent in prokaryotes. What are the membrane-bound organelles? Mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, like that, Golgi bodies. These are absent in prokaryotes, whereas these are present in eukaryotes, which include chloroplast, mitochondria, lysosomes. Then chromosomal DNA. In prokaryotes, the chromosomal DNA, it is single coiled chromosome in cytoplasm. That is in the form of nucleoid region in association with a protein, which is called histone. So these are proteins which are associated with the chromosomal DNA. In the case of the eukaryotes, it is multiple and linear chromosomes with histone proteins. Then, according to the cell wall, cell wall, in the case of the cell wall, the eubacteria, that is prokaryotes, have a cell wall of peptidoglycan. The cell wall of this prokaryotes possess peptidoglycan structure, and in the case of this archaebacteria, eubacteria and archaebacteria, these are coming under prokaryotes. So in the case of archaea, they have the cell walls of pseudomurine, whereas in the case of the eubacteria, they have the cell wall with peptidoglycan content. In the case of the eukaryotes, no cell wall in animal cells or plant cell. And in the case of this animal cells, there is no cell wall. Whereas in the case of the plants, they possess cell wall. The content is cellulose. The content is cellulose in plant cell wall. And in the case of the fungal cell wall, the content is chitin. So chitin is present in fungi. Cellulose is present in plant cell wall. Next, about mitotic division. The mitotic division, it is absent in the prokaryotes, whereas it is present in eukaryotes. Then according to the ribosomes, the ribosomal content in prokaryotes is 70S ribosomes, and they are freely distributed within the cytoplasm. Whereas in the eukaryotes, it is 80S. Both free in cytoplasm, and some of them are attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum. 70S ribosomes are present in mitochondria and chloroplast. So in the prokaryotes, they may also possess 70S ribosomes. In the case of the eukaryotes, they may also possess 70S ribosomes, but this 70S is present in mitochondria and chloroplast. But generally, it is said that in the eukaryotes, it is 80S. Okay. In prokaryotes, it is 70S. Then next is about flagella. The flagella is the locomotory organ. When present, so it is present in prokaryotes, and this flagella which may possess a protein called flagellin. That is the main composition of the flagella in prokaryotes. Whereas in the eukaryotes, it consists of 9+2 arrangement of microtubules. It is a certain type of arrangement, and in this arrangement, the flagella is present in eukaryotes. 9+2 arrangement of microtubules. The next is about cytoplasmic membrane, lipid. So the main content within the cytoplasmic membrane or cell membrane is lipid. In the case of this prokaryotes or eubacteria, the fatty acids main content is lipid. So the fatty acids are joined to glycerol by ester linkage. So it is joined by ester linkage in eubacteria. Whereas what happens in the case of archaebacteria, the hydrocarbons, that means which is joined to glycerol by ether linkage. So in archaebacteria, these are joined by ether linkage. In eubacteria, joined by ester linkage. Then in the case of the eukaryotes, the fatty acids are joined to glycerol by ester linkage. Then mitochondria, these are the other organelles, lysosomes, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. These whole things are absent in prokaryotes, whereas those are present in eukaryotes. Then, now we are discussing about major characteristics of the bacteria. Now coming to the bacteria can be characterized based on their size, shape, arrangements. So based on these three criteria, the bacteria can be characterized. So first of all, size. So the unit of measurement used in bacteriology to compare the size is micron. So what is the unit of measurement? Micron, which is also known as micrometer. And 1 micron, its symbol is mu or micrometer. We can write either micron, that means mu, or micrometer, that means mu meter. It is 1000 of millimeter. So it is as much small size. Actually this millimeter is small. Then micrometer is 1000 of this millimeter. Then 1 millimicron or nanometer. And this 1 millimicron or nanometer is again 1000 of the micron. So it is again smaller than that of a micron. Then 1 millionth of the millimeter. That is called 1 angstrom. And it is 1/10 of the nanometer. So these are the units which are used for the measurement of the size of the bacteria. Micrometer, millimeter, millimicron, nanometer, etc. 1 angstrom. And the limit of resolution. We will study in detail about limit of resolution. That means the ability of our eyes to see two close images, two close objects as separate. That is its limit of resolution. And we will study in detail about this limit of resolution in microscopy. So this limit of resolution with the unaided eye is about 200 microns. And these bacteria are smaller, which can be visualized only under this magnification. So our limit of resolution for our unaided eye is 200 microns. Then the bacteria of medical importance, they are generally measured at a range of 0.2 to 1.5 micrometer in diameter and about 3 to 5 micrometer in length. 3 to 5 micrometer in length and 0.2 to 1.5 micrometer in diameter. Now next is about shape. So we have discussed size. Now next is shape. Depending upon their shape, the bacteria can be classified into several varieties. So these are cocci, that means round shape, bacilli, that is rod shaped. If it is said as singular, it is said as bacillus. Cocci in singular, coccus. Vibrio in vibrios, third one, it is a comma shape. Vibrios in singular, it can be told as vibrio. Spirilla, that means a spiral shape. We have seen the spiral binding. So like that shape. Singular form is spirillum. Then spirochetes. That is singular is spirochete. Then coming is actinomycetes.